Thank you for being part of history. Please, a round of applause for ourselves. Beautiful. Now we'll go through to follow up the remaining part activities for this day too. And we have beautiful, very beautiful discussions coming next. And I want you to sit tight and enjoy every piece of it. Please join me as we will be bringing on stage another very eloquent speaker. Now, she is very dynamic, a dynamic QHSC practitioner. Beyond just being a HSC practitioner, she's a poet, she's an author, she's a lead auditor, and she's also a visual communicator with 12 years experience in both the oil and gas, aviation, maritime construction, and the workplace and community safety. Please, I would love us to put our hands together as I bring up on stage here Grace Akindele. She will be talking about building a culture of safety, how AI and digitization can enhance productivity, safety, and well-being. Please, another round of applause for her. Thank you.
Good evening, professional colleagues, and permit me to stand on the already established protocol. This afternoon, I will be talking to us on building safety culture, AI and digitalization in enhancing productivity, safety, and well-being. Every 15 seconds, a worker dies of work-related incidents. And every 15 seconds, another 151 workers have health-related injury. Yet, we are in a world where machines can learn, sensors can sense, and data can predict. We have come to the intersection between human potential and AI evolution, technological evolution, where what we can't learn, machines can learn it. Machines can predict our emotions, and machines can protect those who we value most, that is the people. The question now is, are we ready to make use of technology to save those seconds we would have lost to fatalities, medical treatable cases, lost time injury, or first cases? Who will answer that? So this day, I want to bring to us the importance of AI and digitalization for productivity. Other speakers already spoke about the importance of AI, divine AI as a machine that makes our work to be done in an effective way, and that is very correct. In this world of AI, I want to tell you that AI is not just a tool, it's much more than a tool. AI is now becoming the next safety language if we can make use of it well. Next slide, please. Despite investments in operational health and safety over the years, you will believe with me, yes, fine. It is better today than it were before, and it needs to get better. But despite the occupational health and safety awareness and protocols that had already been in place, the International Labour Organization still documented that we have over 2.78 million people who die annually of work-related accidents. The question now is, what happened? Common challenges include under-reporting of hazards. It's not all hazards that are being reported at workplace. What about the cost of this AI? It could be a challenge. Safety communication, lack of real-time data. Other presenters are spoken about data collection, so I wouldn't bore us with that. Limited access to effective training. The technology evolution has taken us from that point of possibilism to now the era of possibilism. From probabilism to possibilism, it is now possible. We have AI trainings, virtual realities, simulation that makes us see the real time, the real practicality of dangers that are in our work. For instance, if you're working at a confined space, you don't need to go there to test. Just with virtual reality simulation, you will see it real life. And this data, virtual realities, how it works is that it collects data, it flags, it gives you feedback even while you are there, it flags safety concerns, and it is very close to us. Even if you go right the door, just by the door, you see a booth there, Cash Standards Limited. You will see virtual reality simulation live, which is part of AI that can help us to learn things in the reality. Although AI comes with its own challenges, such as cost constraints, literacy, you have to train people to use AI. People of older generation, adaptability, they may not want to adapt easily because of their age. However, it can still be achieved. So for this work and for the framework used, the methodology used for this presentation are secondary data from my own personal experience having worked in the aviation, the construction and the maritime sector, and also interactions with trainers like Cash Standards Limited Training Organization to ask them for feedbacks from their learners on how we can help so that we can incorporate digitalization and AI into safety practices. The most important thing I will let us to know today is that we are getting better and we will be there. Apart from trainings, this lady standing before you today, being curious of what to do to enhance safety practice with AI and digitalization, had invented a software. And not just a software, as I stand before you today, I now have a wearable called Smart Hazy Wearable. Please, you can go to the last slide so that they can see it. So what this wearable does is that when you wear it like a smartwatch, this is my innovation. It has been created, it has been tested, and it is being packaged for delivery. Thank you. So what this slim smart wearable does is that 5 meters away from hazard, it alerts you. Physical hazard, chemical hazard, extreme temperature for lone workers, even ergonomic hazard. You just call your name and tell you that hazard. This is my innovation. Thank you. Like I said, it has been tested. There were errors. It has been fixed. And it's being packaged for delivery. And I know that the National Assembly rep are here. It will be adopted. And it's going to start with us. It is going to start with us. However, with the use of this, I also have my book, Safety Parrot. Safety Parrot is not just a physical book. It's an audio book, audio safety codes that you can use anywhere. Just have it while you are driving. It also trains you. It gives you an awareness on how to stay safe. So remember this. AI itself is not just only about using technologies. Safety starts with you and I. So we're going to combine technological innovations, trainings from training centers like Cash Standards Limited. You also use the books and also emotional tools. And I can tell you that in the next 1 year with these tools, we're going to reduce medically related cases, fatalities, and first aid cases drastically. Thank you.
Wow, this is the essence of this wonderful PDC and AGM. Wonderful. Wonderful. This is super interesting. All right, you see, I think this is one of the big reasons why the young and energetic minds are very crucial to organizations such as ISPON. Please, another round of applause for Grace. That's outstanding. So if there's anything you're missing out from this conference, please, you now have where to start. You now have one step, one location to start. So you can start from there. You know, where I work is a very fast-paced industry, such that they require you to deliver reports within minutes, within seconds. And you can imagine, the first time I dashed on AI, what happened was because I'm just an end user, we had an opportunity to open up, employing fresh hands. We employed safety persons from all across. And then we noticed that these safety persons had difficulty reporting and classifying incidents as they happen. And so the only way I could solve it was to receive their raw data and prompt it on AI to do all of the analysis and send me the actual things that should have been there. And AI, you cannot take it away. AI has come to stay. And AI will be the next biggest thing. And I am delighted that ISPON chose such a very beautiful theme. I think it's quite commendable. Please, another round of applause for ISPON. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, while you're sitting tight, the next presentation, which, because today is day 2, we want you to reach an intellectual orgasm. That's my own interest for you. You will reach the point where you go home heavily saturated and loaded and prepared to unleash what you have learned. And so at this point, we will bring in on another presentation from another young mind, vibrant young mind. Another very interesting personality. Please, at this point, we are bringing on another great personality who will be talking about empowering a safer workforce, unleashing AI-driven training and development for improved occupational safety and health. This personality is very experienced in health, safety, and environment, with over 15 years experience in progressive leadership at Hardgate, Nigeria Limited, and CITA International. She has driven HS initiatives across oil and gas, education, environmental cleanup, bioenergy, and sustainable projects. And you can imagine why. She holds a first degree in microbiology, 2 masters in education, psychology, and environmental technology, and 1 from Safety in View. And she has a PhD in psychology of education. Please, a round of applause as we bring on Dr. Linda Iyayi Ohonsi. Let's warmly welcome her. The ladies are leading out now. You're welcome, Dr. Linda.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Good evening, Mr. President. Good evening, distinguished invited guests. And good evening, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. MC, I think you overblew the record. Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you. The future is here. We can't say tomorrow, no, the future is already here. And my assignment is simple, very easy. I'll be talking on smarter training, safer outcomes, AI-driven learning for tomorrow workforce. Since morning, we've been hearing AI, AI, AI. Yes, we want to ensure we drive it in well enough for us to adopt it as we walk out of this place. Do we agree? Do we agree? Okay, let's go to the first slide, please. Occupational safety and health remains a global priority for sustaining workforce productivity, reducing workplace accidents, and ensuring the well-being of employees across industries. In today's rapidly evolving world, traditional training models are becoming obsolete. Why? It can't handle the complex hazards we have. We heard the last trainer, the last presenter. A wearable device that says hazard, hazard, hazard before you even get there. Now, if we don't have things like that, the complexity of hazard in our work environment becomes too much for us to handle. Next slide, please. Generic classroom-based sessions, printed manuals, toolbox talks, on-the-job demonstration, periodic instructors-led refresher courses are what we've had prior to these times. It worked for us, but there's room for improvement. Many times when we go to our schools to take our children's results, you will see the teacher will say, your child did well, but there's room for improvement. These methods emphasize standardization and compliance, transmitting rules, procedures, checklists that workers are expected to internalize. But it fails to capture hazard holistically. And sometimes with the dynamic nature of man, even when we see the hazard, we react differently. And we know sometimes we have done the work, routine work, over and over and over. We didn't get injured, so what the heck? We continue. True or false? Next slide, please. And the result is a workforce with significant competency gap. The hazards are not recorded. The near misses are not recorded. Why? Because the workers feel we've seen it before. It didn't harm me, so what? I can do it over and over again. And this leads to competency gap. Next slide, please. Next slide. We continue to face persistent occupational safety and health challenges. High accident rates in our oil and gas, construction-related injuries rapidly increasing in our different states across the nation. In fact, at some points now, when we hear that building collapse, we just take it as one of those things, true or false. We hear it on the news now, we're like, oh, is it in Lagos or in Abuja or, oh, it's almost becoming like a norm. It should not be so. Occupational hazard in mining and agriculture, where workers operate in remote places, where training can almost never get to them. And then we have training barriers, from low comprehension to inadequate material, to inadequate training instructors in our workplaces. Next slide, please. The statistics is alarming. We cannot continue to keep our eyes shut from the ones we see on the screen to the ones that are not recorded. It's alarming. NSITF reported this last year. This year was reported, but the survey was done last year. Over 150 deaths in construction site-related accidents in 2024. 50 to 70 major construction accidents per year in Nigeria. And these are not animals dying. These are humans. These are family members trapped in these rubbles. Next slide, please. Data from the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment reveal that workers die every 15 seconds. It's not fabricated. The previous presenter also mentioned it, so the data is true. Not just that the presenter since morning talked about these figures. The data is true. Globally, more than 2.3 million deaths per year. The question is, how many of us are even on the earth that will lose this number due to work-related cases? Next slide, please. The classical approaches in occupational health and safety present several limitations in contemporary high-risk settings. First, they're generally time-bound and static. We have training by 2 o'clock. If you are not in the office by 2, you've missed that training. There's no other way we can help you. You have to be in the office. So a worker that is not present misses. Whether the worker is knowledgeable on that concept or not, we don't even care. It's HSC level 1, you must be there. Secondly, classroom and paper-based methods struggle to recreate the complexity and sensory demand of workplace hazard. The person comes to the training point. We say, yes, if you fall from height, you will die. Does it really tell the person the real information? Does it display the real risk involved? Thirdly, logistical cost and operational downtime, particularly in remote or continuous operation site, constrain the frequency and the reach of traditional training. Finally, there's limited capacity in conventional approaches for fine-grained assessment. Usually, we say, you are done with your training, right? Okay, come and take test. Paper, everybody writes. That's what traditional training has always done for us. Next slide, please. Against this backdrop, this paper shines a light on leveraging artificial intelligence and digitalization for enhanced occupational safety and health training. The question is simple. How best can we improve on it? What we currently have is not bad. If it's bad, all our companies will be shut down. But there's always room to do it better. Do we agree? Exactly. Next slide, please. Why artificial intelligence? Since morning, all we've been hearing is the benefit of this thing. In fact, we have almost associated it with Gen Z. But it's not all about Gen Z. When it comes, it cuts across every person existing at that particular time. I remember when email first entered our universities. I recall my lecturer calling me to say, Linda, come. How does this thing work? I can't even sign in. I'm a millennial. I'm not a Gen Z. But guess what? My lecturer needed me to get involved. But the email is here to stay. After the first or second time, he was able to do it by himself. Because it is not only for my generation, it cuts across everybody. The same with AI. AI has come to stay. If you like it or not, at some point, you must ask ChatGPT one question or another. If you don't ask, you will keep asking your children for help. And this Gen Z, they are not joking at all. Next slide, please. Unlike conventional digital tools, AI does not simply deliver static content, no. The first presenter this morning talked about how it is personalized. I did a training recently with AI. I realized that I asked ChatGPT some questions. I said, I want to develop a training for myself, and I already have this, and this knowledge. And guess what? ChatGPT asked me, do you know this? I said, yes. Do you know this? I said, yes. After 3 to 4 questions, ChatGPT developed a more complex training for me. That's what it does. It personalizes it for you. So, AI does not deliver static content like we do, no. It actively adapts, analyzes, and learns from workers' interactions and worker conditions to optimize safety outcomes. Next slide, please. AI introduces capabilities beyond simple digital delivery. Its adaptive learning engines use algorithm to tailor content sequencing and difficulty to the individual learners. If, for example, you employ me today and you say, how much do you know? I want a professional. And I come in. But you need to have some training. And I say, okay, yes. When you give me a well-structured AI system, it will test me to know the level of my knowledge and train me accordingly. But the power system, when I come in, it doesn't matter how much I know. Onboarding is onboarding. If it says this, that's all you will do. And most times you find employees getting bored because it's content they already know. So, AI does that. Natural language processing can localize content in vernacular languages and enable learners to learn in their local dialects. We have AI that can translate immediately. As I'm talking to you in English, you'll be hearing in your language. You talk to me back in English, I hear in my language, and the learning continues. AI has broken the barrier for language. Computer, if you want to clap for this thing, please. Computer vision and sensor-driven AI can augment learning with real-time feedback. If you're coming into the hall, we have one of the stands where they have a VR. You can literally simulate an environment that can tell you how that situation will be in real time. And you learn and mitigate the hazard. Next slide, please. AI-driven analytics can surface systemic risk by aggregating training and incident data. The two presenters that just spoke, the two past presenters, I think I'm right with that grammar, did data and showed us how we can use AI to predict. This is what we're talking about. It can use incident from data to design training to assist in the organization. In training design, the integration of AI with immersive technologies such as virtual reality and augmented reality enable the content of realistic, repeatable hazard scenarios in safer environments. Next slide, please. Many countries have completely turned to AI. You know, I always tell myself, the developed world, it seems like they are like 5,000 years ahead of us. It's not true, but it seems like that. Because the moment they develop, they adopt and they run with it. Before you are saying ChatGPT, they are bringing Gemini. Before you are saying Gemini, they are bringing Gemini AI. Before you are saying they are bringing it like this. And they are running with it so fast. And then you're having people here in your country asking you, how can I fill the Google form? And you go online, you see a very mature, advanced person making content, using that as what is feeding his or her family. And you're wondering, what's happening? Why do these people adopt it so fast and we are lagging behind? The reason this training has been on the same topic since morning is to ensure we are living here with the mindset to adopt and run with it. Next slide, please. AI-driven adaptive learning platform like your virtual reality simulations and performance analytics present transformative opportunities in your organizations. Developing opportunity for workforce development in high-risk industries such as your oil and gas, your construction, your engineering. It cuts across all industries. Next slide, please. UNESCO reports show that teams using AI achieved 60% higher retention rate. I will explain this. Do you know that when you teach somebody verbally and you use a video to teach the person learns faster with the video? Because the eye can connect better. Now imagine when you put a person in a simulated environment to have the experience. The person learns faster. Articles in National Institute of Health Journal reported that offshore engineers exposed to adaptive AI curated content demonstrated 25% improved risk perception. 25% improved. So it's not just the normal that we receive. Azadeh in 2019 documented in the Journal of Loss Prevention in the Process Industry that salvage drivers trained with VR. Now see, this is a 2019 document. Globally, this is 2025. We are talking AI. It has been on since. Documented that salvage drivers trained with VR enhanced modules showed 40% faster skill acquisition compared to the conventional come to the classroom and learn diving. That's what we do in Nigeria. A student will do 4 years in the university learning computer science and never see the computer for 4 years. And you expect that graduate to come out and do well with computer. Check it out now. So AI is to enhance, to improve, to make it better. Like I said from the beginning, because the future is here. Next slide, please. The reported benefits from the use globally are improved hazard recognition, higher learning engagement, reduced training time, and actionable competencies are observed right in the field. Next slide, please. Have you ever heard, since morning that we've been talking, anybody say AI can tell you sorry when you kick your leg? Let's say you hit your leg against a stone. The current developed AI we have, can it just hear and say sorry to you? Can it display emotions? Can it display empathy? So far, we don't have that. And that's why AI alone cannot do the job. My paper is introducing 2 models. The first model is AI-driven training model. AI-driven training framework presents a paradigm shift from the traditional training. We must move from that. We're not saying it's bad, no. Move from it, improve on it for a safer Nigeria. When we integrate AI into occupational health training, it requires a model that balances technology precision with human-centered adaptability. You still know your organization well enough to structure it with the AI to work well for you. The next model, next slide please. Next slide please, is the blended AI human mentorship model. We cannot run ahead of our shadow. We must go together. If you say it's AI alone, if something happened somewhere behind when I was sitting, the screen shut down and someone said, AI don't shut down. We still need somebody there to press the button for it to come on true of us. So we must blend. The AI human mentorship model, artificial intelligence has the capabilities to personalize training through adaptive learning platform, identify individuals and systemic knowledge gaps, use analytics, data, and all the things we'll be talking about. But alone, it cannot overcome the barriers, such as cultural diversity, language difference, and psychosocial dynamics of our workplace learning. There's a way I'll be training here. Your body language will tell me to hurry up and finish. They're tired. True of us. There's a way I'll be talking. I will know that you are really interested. I'll be gingered because I'm able to connect. AI will not have that connection. Next slide, please. This blended AI human mentorship model offers this solution by pairing the data-driven we've heard since morning with the AI contextual expertise, with data-driven insights of AI, with the contextual expertise of local safety professionals. We are not throwing ourselves. AI will not take our jobs. But we have to blend with AI for a better, safer productivity in our organizations. The synergy between AI and human mentorship provides a dual-layer training framework that is more effective for a safer Nigeria. Next slide, please. We've been hearing AI since morning. But there are so many challenges in the implementation. Electricity constraints. Electricity. Many times there is no light. True or false? We no longer have NEPA, but I tell you, children of 3 years will see light come on and still shout NEPA, because they are used to the light not there sometimes. So we still have it. Poor policy implementation. I'm happy I'm working with the government. If these are not implemented, it becomes noise in our ears. It is terrible. My time. Poor policy implementation. It needs to be implemented so we can all run with it. Internet accessibility in remote communities. AI, you need internet. There is no two ways to it. Without internet, you cannot access ChatGPT. Language barrier, public-private partnership barrier, and lack of government intervention, incentives for adoption. In some countries, if you use AI effectively to train, they can cut off tax for you. If government say adopt and you adopt, they can take off tax for you, or some percentage. Incentives to promote it. This has to be incorporated. Please, next slide. I'm almost done. Recommended solution. Adopt AI-driven training nationally. Regulators such as the Federal Ministry of Labor and Employment, NESRA, ISPON, has to adopt it, whether we like it or not. It's not enough to say we'll train on it. We have to ensure that it is adopted. Invest in infrastructure for offline AI solution. Provide blended AI human mentorship models that organizations can adopt. Next slide, please. Encourage localized content development. Organizations and training companies must be able to combine both models and develop for our use. By the time we import from other countries, most time the language barrier is difficult. You import their own package. The Oyibo is talking. You cannot hear. And you want to adopt AI? No. We have to develop our content here. And then strengthen our public-private partnership. VR is not cheap. It's expensive. So if we say adopt, most times only big companies, IOCs that can adopt, or currently even using it. But if we intend to get it across everybody, which should be the goal, we should have private-public partnership that can work together to use these AI systems. Then provide incentive for organization. If you provide incentive for organizational adoption. For example, tax intensive or grant or regulatory credits. These are obtainable abroad. You adopt these things, you get regulatory credits. Next slide, please. Support continuous research, both in our universities, to encourage adoption of AI, and then prioritize capacity building and digital literacy. Next slide, please. If we do not, the world will leave us behind. Persistent high rate of accidents will continue to happen in our organizations. Widening competency gap, escalating economic costs, exclusion of vulnerable workers, reputation and regulatory risk, and then missed opportunities for innovation. If we didn't talk AI today, would we have heard of the innovation of Miss Grace, Madam Grace? We would not have heard that. So we don't want to miss opportunities like that. Next slide, please, and we're done. It is evident that conventional classroom models, language barriers, and inadequate adoption of localized hazard have limited workforce competency and engagement. AI-powered tools such as adaptive mobile learning platform, localized VR hazard simulators like the ones we saw, AI-curated language content, SMS-based assessment, and a blended AI human mentorship model can combine technological precision with cultural and contextual sensitivity and can significantly reduce accident rate, high comprehension, accelerate compliance, improve hazard recognition among workers for a safer Nigeria 2025 and beyond. Thank you.
Please, another round of applause for her. That's beautiful. Please, Dr. Linda, I will plead that you just have your seat, and I'll be bringing on Mrs. Grace Akindele. Please, could you also come up here? Please come up and have your seat. It's our culture. We're going to just have just 10 minutes. I'll be bringing Dr. Julius. You're here. We see on screen, we do with something we've been doing. So just still scan, ask your questions. We just have only 10 minutes. So I'll plead with you. I know you people are very time-conscious people. Every response, 1 minute. Every response, 1 minute. Welcome, Dr. Julius.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Please, a round of applause for yourselves, for your patience. Well done, presenters. Please, a round of applause for the ladies. They've taken over. Ladies have taken over. A round of applause, please. All right. Now, there are a couple of questions, but like we've agreed, these questions will be answered online. I'm just going to take 2 of the questions. And by the way, Madam Grace, from the constituency of where I sat, they say I should thank you once again for showing that ladies can do it. Yeah, well done. So someone said that how can we utilize AI and digitalization to help all government ministries, departments, and agencies to unify data reporting in HSE. So you would take a minute swipe at that, and then because of time, I'll give you the second question to take a minute swipe too. So please, let's shoot.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I'll use the Smart Hazy wearable as an instance. So if you have your Smart Hazy wearable, it has a back end. It has a back end that whatever hazard it detects goes into the system. So the way this software works is that we have the user and we have the admin user. So from the admin user, we can see whether an individual who wears the wearable has detected hazard. We see it from our back end. Then if it is a corporate organization, we also see it from our back end, and the corporate organization too can see it from their back end, the data, so they can then store it for use. Then for individual, if you now need the data for which our software has tracked, we can also make it available to you. So government agencies can, if they have this software as an organization, then they have the user access as a backend to monitor their data. We also monitor from our own end. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for them. I can see on the faces of all our members of the audience, they want the ladies to please move over to this way. I crave your indulgence. I'm very sorry for moving you around. Please help us sit this way so they can all see you clearly. All right, thank you very much. So the last question, second and last question will be taken here. And this goes to Dr. Yahi. This is, what guarantees that AI cannot be contaminated with virus, of which invariably will cause more harm than good in case of human factor? This question is from B. Kuta Abdullahi. He's concerned about the viruses corrupting your AI. Please, how can this be solved?
First, we will not allow the fear of an innovation prevent us from innovating. That's the truth. So our fear of what AI can do adversely, yes, is there. But remember that these things are tested over and over and over, and they are approved. If they are not approved, they will be cancelled or taken back to work on or continue on it before it is released. Recently, there was a problem. ChatGPT had an encounter with a young man that led to the death of the young man. and it was all over the news. And we were saying, this is the fear of AI, AI, AI. Yes. Again, this is what we're talking about, and work is still being done. Testing is still being done before these softwares or artificial intelligence are released for us to use. The advantages are so much. We can't let the offside be what prevents us from using the good side or the advantage of it. So we keep at it and ensure that a lot of work is done before they are released for the public to use. So fear not, we'll keep working on it.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for her. She has just told you that there are a lot of other antivirus software, cybersecurity systems, and the rest of them that can help improve the safety and health of your computers and the softwares themselves that you're using, so that your AI does not get corrupted by a virus. We'd like to thank our mentors for the fantastic job done. Thank you very much. And because of time, we will just end this panel and continue it on Slido. Thank you. Round of applause for them again, please.
Wonderful people. More applause for these ladies. More applause. More applause. That's glorious. I am very envious of the female gender now. Assuming you listen carefully with me, the female presenters, they have the day. The madam that presented on data and these two ladies, they have made our day. You see how you are seated? Very tight on your seat, meaning that you were moved. You were impressed. Thank you very much, our ladies. God bless you once again. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So, brethren, my people, we are coming to a close. In a very few minutes, I want to make a special announcement. Right here, I have a masterpiece that I am directed to inform you about. This book is written by an ISPON member from Delta State Branch, and the title is Professional Security, Professional Private Security, a Practical Guide. Professional Private Security, a Practical Guide. This book is selling at a minimum cost of 5,000 naira, and the account details are on the screen. Please, can you project the account details? Please, as a safety professional, in recent times, security aspect of our practice is a little bit undermined. Can I call up, according to my president, I'm calling up my chief who knows about this book to come forward and give us a hint. 1 minute, just 1 minute. It's not easy to put this together. This was not done with AI. He told me it wasn't AI, that he did it. So please, it's not an easy one. A round of applause for him, my people.
The President and professional colleagues, let me stand on the existing protocols. I just have 1 minute and I wouldn't want to take your times. We have just two presenters that have just left the podium. And you find that, like the representative of the House of Committee yesterday said, let us not be brainwashed though. We should be looking at what? Providing or profiling local solution to our challenges. Two of us. And the people have just left, the two ladies have been able to do that. This book will help us and you will see what happened on practical guide on how we can secure ourselves in the waterways like Tatita is doing now, in our homes, and in our office environment. Organ harvesting have been a problem, kidnapping and hostage taking. It has been a long time story. So please, you want to have this book, read it and digest and apply. It will safeguard us, if not for you, but your family is a property that you cannot miss. Thank you and God bless you.
Wow. Wonderful sessions here at the PDC. It's been worth it. This is the reason we came. The PDC is the best part of it. And then we are at a final point. And this point is, what are we taking home? What are you taking home eventually? What did they carry go? And that's the last point. Please join me as I welcome Dr. Kingsley. He will come and do a recap, a quick recap of all the activities so far. Please, a round of applause as the president makes it up to the stage.
I want to thank everybody for this gathering. And seriously, we don't intend to keep you here all for this long today. We want to close on time. But you see, every now and then, we try as well as we can to add color to our celebrations. We have done very, very well here. Everything has moved on smoothly and fluently. But I want us to add to this color, which is not part of this program, an induction of some very distinguished members that wants to join this institute. All right, so it will be part of the PDC planning. It will be part of what we have achieved in Uyo, that we ask people that joined us as members of this institute in Uyo Town during our PDC. So those that were screened, can you come forward now, please? Please don't waste our time. Registrar, please come up here. Cross River State Chairman. We have their names from the sheet. You can just call their names. I call their name and present them for. Post.
President. We have Abib Kidaji. Are you there? We have Zuba Babatunde. Okay. We have Okoronkwo Jonathan. Okay. We have Onyechi Okechukwu. Good. We have Mary Anahi. Okay. Then we also have Obong Etukodo. We also have Daisy Okpale. Are you there? Abiche Nelson. Okay. Baba Al Hazan. And then Mwagoze Paul. Okay. Now, can we get extra mic? Wait. Okay, no extra mic, okay? Mr. President, sir. President, sir. Standing before you, sir, standing before you are men and women who have passed through our policy guidelines and are ready to be inducted as members. Sir, as presented by their various chairmen, sir, I present them to you for either acceptance or rejection. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Registrar. Like I said, it's a very brief ceremony and very fast one. You guys should understand, this is Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria. We're not playing here. We're trying to build a nation that will run with a culture that is safety inclined. And I expect the best from you all. I want to say, by those powers vested and conferred on me, as the president of the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria, I, Chief Dr. Udezi Stephen L.A. Lucky Awori, hereby accept you all into the Institute with your various grades as you have been given. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. Right now, we are about to take the oath. I guess you all have it in your phone. Please open it. The oath, you don't have it? Check your phone. Chairman said, yeah, send it to you. And if you have the program, it's also in the program. Okay, we repeat it, okay? I have it there. Thank you. So please raise your right hand up and repeat after me. When I say I, you say your name. Then we'll continue after that. I've come to recognize and accept my role as a safety professional. I therefore solemnly and truthfully pledge myself to devote my life to the service of mankind. I do pledge to serve directly or indirectly as may be required in the profession. I will perform my services and duties with devotion, dignity, discretion, and honor. My colleague will surely be respected for their opinion, and I will feel free in consultation with them. I will, where relevant, inform the appropriate authority for any illegal or unethical risk or safety-related behavior for corrective action. I will act as a faithful agent of my client or employer, and I will accept personal responsibility for failure occurring as a result of my advice. I will not use my knowledge of health, safety, and environment contrary to the laws of humanity and the nation. I will not knowingly bring the institute of fellow members into disrepute. It is with humility and honor that I freely, publicly make these pledges. So help me God. But you need to fill your forms. You need to fill the form either online or the hard copy. You can do it on the online and send it to your chairman. Yes, we have a special one. May I have the opportunity, the privilege to call on the clerk of the House of Assembly, Madam Gift, to come forward. Please face the president. Where is the mic? Please, can we give the mic? Okay. Right. Mr. President, sir, standing before you is a known person by most members. She has played a very important role in our unification conference and AGM. And so, has been presented before you by special recognition for membership, sir.
Mr. Regis, thank you very much. I don't want to roll out the CV of my friend here and the clerk of the house, Ms. Gift. She is a fantastic person. When I say fantastic, I mean in the real world of fantastic. She has worked tirelessly for ISPON from the very onset that we got to the National Assembly. In fact, the first day we went to the National Assembly, I went with souvenirs to the house that after they have interviewed us as factions, that I want to present this to them. She told me that this committee will not collect souvenirs from anybody until you are unified. She told me outrightly, my brother, you are there, former registrar, I don't know this. And that is one person for you. They have worked and they didn't collect anything from ISPON. So I said, when I became president, I said the staff that works with her in our section, they should all be trained on level 2 and level 3, free by the institute. And she attended the class and she got trained. What else can you do for somebody that has been trained as a civil president? So I am using my presidential fiat to admit her as a full member of this institute.
Wow, wonderful.
So you just take the oath and come here, let me give you a hug. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please, you raise up your right hand and you repeat after me. When I say I, you mention your name. I have come to recognize and accept my role as a safety professional, I therefore solemnly and truthfully pledge myself to devote my life to the service of mankind. I do pledge to serve directly or indirectly as may be required in the profession. I will perform my services and duties with devotion, dignity, discretion, and honor. My colleague will surely be respected for their opinion. I will feel free in consultation with them. I will, where relevant, inform the appropriate authority for any illegal or other ethical risk or safety-related behavior for corrective action. I will act as a faithful agent of my client or employer and will accept personal responsibility for failure occurring as a result of my advice. I will not use my knowledge of health, safety, and environment contrary to the laws of humanity and the nation. I will not knowingly bring the institute or fellow members into disrepute. It is with solemnity and honor that I freely, publicly make these pledges. So help me God. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hello. Good evening, professional colleagues. I'd like to stand on the firmly established protocol. I'd like to again thank our president and all our esteemed dignitaries that have been with us from the beginning of this conference. We'd like to also thank every member of the Institute, especially our first-timers, our guests. We'd like to thank you for your time, for participating in this conference. We are so glad that God has favored us with a very clement weather. Things has worked according to plan. In fact, our expectations is exceeded in terms of participation. Our role this evening is to present the communique from the rapporteur team. Please permit me to invite my group, Mrs. Faka Messi and Okemute Obire. Please, let's receive them with a warm clap. Now, this year's conference, an AGM 2025, had the theme Safer Nigeria 2025 and beyond, leveraging AI and digitization to enhance occupational safety and health. The following has been listed as our bullet point for the communique.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Obira Kemute Precious, and standing here is Miss Mercy Ifaka. We're here to present the communique. This year's conference and AGM was focused on Safer Nigeria 2025 and beyond, leveraging on AI and digitalization for enhanced occupational health and safety. The conference was organized by the Institute of Safety Professionals of Nigeria in collaboration with the House of Committee on Safety Standards and Regulation. Several goodwill messages were presented from NSITF, the Nigerian Air Force, professional bodies like WSO and ASSP, amongst others. The conference explored school competitions and awards to deserving participants, as well as special guests. Thereafter, the conference followed series of technical presentations from the presenters. Some takeaway from the technical presentations are challenges and misconception on AI and digitalization, the importance of data in the adoption of implementation of AI, the paucity of data from local sources, from local source for research is underscored. The benefits of implementing AI for a safer workforce by unleashing AI-driven training and development from the improving OHS, which is Occupational Health and Safety. Then we have a few recommendations here.
The recommendations include safety management should be incorporated it should incorporate AI into their system, and this will help to increase performance. AI applications should be used for competency analysis, real-time feedback, adaptive training, and personalized learning. We understand that for easy understanding, when AI is used and is internalized, there is better performance. AI should be used for risk assessment and hazard identification. When we have areas and there are cameras, like the AI cameras, you can easily identify risk. And that way, data can be collected and analysis can be made for a proactive measures to avoid any form of incidents. AI should be used as a proactive measures to mitigate risk at all times. AI tools should be used to make safety management more efficient and for better performance. One more thing that is very important, we have a lot of information from the AI, but this information should be verified before they are adapted into our system to avoid us having a wrong information and giving out wrong information that are not verifiable. Thank you.
Okay, now the full extract of this communique will be made available and will be communicated to our registered emails afterwards. But this is what we have been able to put together at this point. Would like to thank you for the opportunity. God bless you all.
If you have learned so much and you are happy with this PDC, can I see you just wave from the crowd? This is beautiful. It's beautiful. I had expected too that the repertoire team would have mentioned that this was an AI-driven conference. Powerful. Questions were asked using Skater.com, and all through, everything was AI-driven. Thank you so much. Please, a round of applause for the team. It's unique. And so at this time, I will bring on Dr. Foreman Onoha, who will come up on stage to give us the closing remarks. It's beautiful to have you come on stage for the winding down remarks. Please, a round of applause for Dr. Foreman Onoha. Our clap is getting weaker. Please, a round of applause. Thank you.
If you don't clap for me well, I won't close you. Then you realize the power of holding the mic. Yes, I understand. Again, things went wrong somewhere. Even today, as much as budget was increased, we understood there were some sharp practices, one way or the other. But what's important thing as practitioners, or safety practitioners, that's one thing we've always learned. You know, even when you identify hazards, unsafe facts and all that, you know how we do it. When you put correction, you go back and you look for the root causes and put corrective action in place. We will say further action to be done. And we've been taking this into the learning curve. And I hope, I believe that even as we intend to take the level of events to the next level, I believe that things will continue to get better. But in all, I want to thank you for all your patience and all your cooperation. Please put your hands together for yourself. So in that case, please permit me, distinguished invitees, special guests, all our VIPs, keynote speakers, wonderful presenters, our past presidents, and of course, leading to our current powerful president. The chairman, HCSSR, whom I would have probably mentioned first. I was looking around if I could see him, to thank him, you know, looking at his face so that he can feel the level of our appreciation. And the clerk here seated and the entire team. Clerk, you're welcome officially to ISPON. Remember, please put your hands together for her. And all our wonderful members, all our wonderful friends, all our wonderful invitees, cutting across all organizations, the police team, the federal road safety, and all those we try to reach out. They have sent their representatives and so on. If I continue this, I was told that very soon NEPA will take light. So I don't want to be caught halfway. But I want to go straight to the point by saying that as much as I appreciate all your understanding and how we're able to key into this wonderful program, this program, I call it a history. This is a history because it is the first conference after 10 years that ISPON ESCO will take it off, meaning that this is like a new era of a newborn ISPON into a next level. So please put your hands together for making history. This is a historic event, and every one of you who attended and your names have been taken as a certificate, this will be a very special thing for you to say, I was there. And I will not be able to say this thank you alone, because there was so much that a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices to put into this. Starting from this year, a committee was formed. The person standing here, your humble servant, was made to chair this committee with very wonderful experts, whom every week they sacrifice their time from 8 p.m. up to 10 p.m., even sometimes to the midnight. And this happened every week, sometimes twice a week. And they kept doing this until we increased the frequency. And need be, we had to come down here a couple of times to visit. I am not able to thank them alone, and I want to ask the entire audience to put your hands together, resounding clap, while I invite my team. Without any particular order, I see before me the program committee, the person who has been moving left, right, and seeing that we're able to try to get people running. Dr. Monica Wosu, please, can you come up here and join me? Please put your hands while you're, please, don't worry, we'll still leave. Use the last energy. And I want to quickly call Dr. Shola Yemi Jonathan to please join me. I saw Mr. Otto somewhere. I know there's somebody who has always walked behind. So Dr. Shola, I've been covering the aspect of the media and everything that has to do with the challenge that we should take this to the next level of e-registration and all that as much as we could. The team did the best they could, even with less budgets and more numbers. If Mr. Otto is here, please, can you join us wherever you find yourself? Please put your hands together for them. I saw Dr. Tesh. You know, all the people who are in this team, they would still be going around. Our security is in the hands of God, but God uses people to make it work. And we have our team whom we have to strategically analyze the threats that could go wrong. Please, I would like each of you to beckon on any of your subcommittee members, because I'm very sure there were wonderful, strong people behind you. The subcommittee members for the program, subcommittee for media, please, wherever you are, just come, let's fill this stage. And if the light want to go on this stage, let it go, and we know that we will be able to recognize you. Please come together. Yes, the person who is responsible for coordinating all the local, all the branches here, Clinton, you're welcome. Josoko, you know, I like calling you last because you are the man planning and budgeting and making sure payments are made. Please, every member in this committee, subcommittee, please come and join him. Please put your hands together for him. I say, help me. Please. These people worked tirelessly. You will not understand, you know. Whatever that happens here, it's part of what sometimes could go wrong when things changes. You know, change brings some kind of change in controls, and that is why you might see some of this. Is Otto here? The local organizing committee who worked with Otto, please, can you come join him while he comes down here? I hope I have been able to, yes, and our registrar is everywhere. We'll call him. All right. So I believe that we have all the key representatives. Tesh is not here yet. Those in the security, any member of the security protocols, or those under security and protocols, please come here and join us. So I want to also invite the registrar. Is registrar here? Registrar, you know you are, my people were saying, I say you're a permanent, you're what do you call it, a constant function. Please put your hands together for him. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, I present these ones to you whom have shown passion. I don't think anyone here, we had any negotiation on what needs to be paid to them. It is a heart for service. Everything was given. I must tell you that everyone here, one way or the other, had to even put in their resources. I know sometimes you say, don't put your money into certain things. Until you come into service, you understand that you sometimes have to choose either failure or you make sacrifices to put in your resources. And I belong to those school of thought. So please put your hands again for all these whole people. I want to say thank you all for everything you did. Thank you for what you keep doing. This will count to your records. This will show that you have that selfless service and passion to the things of ISPON. And let me let you understand that when sacrifices are made, they don't go unnoticed. Sometimes we do this in secret, but God knows it all, and it is God's blessing that is more important, and God will bless you all in Jesus' name. I would like to invite the president maybe to say one or two things as a part of us to close. But before he comes up to do so, I want to still let you know that the event has come officially to a close today. Please put your hands together. I believe all we are taking a lane. While I am not asking you, chasing you away, I want to also say that tomorrow morning is the annual general meeting. We have just concluded the conference, and the annual general meetings are meant to be strictly for members. But however, as the president permits, observers sometimes are allowed to observe, and that depends on how we drive the agenda. And most importantly, after the annual general meeting, there will be a gala night. Please put your hands. Encourage us so that that gala night will work. The gala night is a night of merriment, unwinding, chopping, and all that. In case you didn't eat well here, this is another return match. That let me tell you the exciting thing about tomorrow's gala night. I hear that there will be a central table, there will be branch tables, there will be individual tables, and there will be so many tables. So please, while coming, as much as you want to enjoy the general tables, still put something in your pocket. You can never tell. It might be you I want to go and join and eat with. And I want to also mention that it is also an award night. I believe a lot of you here will be surprised that your name will be called for one award that you never knew you are being assessed. It will also be a night that some of you will be surprised to be awarded or nominated, and they are awarded as a fellow. You don't want to miss it. And I pray that we'll all gather here. The same way we came here safely, we'll go back safely, come back safely again, and then retire back safely tomorrow, then go back home safely. Thank you, and God bless you. President. Yes, please. I was informed that you should come with the dress code is traditional attire, please. Don't dress like me. All right? So wear those special outfits and come. But if you don't have any other one, please don't say that I did not say, I asked you not to come because you had only English wear. So please do come. Thank you. By 6 p.m. Sorry. And the venue, sorry, you know, when the president comes, I become in a hurry to hand over the mic. Because there cannot be two sheep in a captain, in a ship rather, two captains in a ship. I am hungry. It is a gala night. No one start talking about things of drink and chewing. The brain begin to manipulate. All right, so the place is Genesee Event Center, just behind ISPON Hall, behind this hall. So we want to take it to a place where if you want to stay till the following day and leave on Saturday, it's up to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Deputy President. And I want to thank every other person for your patience and your understanding. But firstly, let me thank members of the committee. I know there are other persons that are not here now. So the thanks I'm giving to this committee is also extending to those that are not here now. The more thanks go to the Deputy President for managing this committee properly. I am really, really impressed. I barely attended their meetings because, seriously speaking, truly, if I come to their meetings, things almost tends to want to say, the president, I said, no, it's your committee. Go ahead and fire down. Just deliver. And you guys have delivered, and you have done very well. I'm sure members are also very pleased with the deliverables and the goods. So thank you very much, committee members, for a good work. I know that very shortly we'll be calling you again for more work. So when we call on you, please don't hesitate. Come back and give more service as we are giving services to humanity. So thank you very much. And thank you, Deputy President. Thank you, my beloved fellow professional colleagues. Thank you, my past president, Pastor Zamere. Thank you, past president, Dr. Yusuf Magui. I also want to thank those professional bodies that came here to celebrate with us. I must say this, and I've said it before, that the safety job we have in Nigeria, only ISPON cannot do them. But ISPON has been given the power to manage safety, collaborate on safety, set standards for safety in Nigeria. It is only ISPON. But we can't do the job alone. We need people to do this job with us. In fact, we need them like just now, so that we can all work as a team. But what I'm saying here is that you can't go to the UK, you can't go to America, you can't go to Australia, you can't go to Germany with your ISO certificate and just say you have formed a body there and you want to reign and rule. They will crush you because their laws do not recognize you there. So I'm saying that any other body in Nigeria practicing safety, they should come and queue behind ISPON. That's the word I've used. When they queue behind ISPON, we will now look at what they bring as their curriculum to teach Nigerians in safety. We will now look at what are their practices. We will now look at their set rules and procedures. If they are in compliance with what we want for Nigerians, we will give them an express permission where they can be licensed or validated as people that can handle safety training or professional training, etc. Then every year, their membership or their affiliation with ISPON will be renewed every year. They must pay ISPON money to continue to keep them in Nigeria under our auspices. That's what I've said. And we are still going to do it. So thank you very much. And for the certificates of validation, those who have not sent their name to the registrar, please meet your branch chairman and do it. Because immediately after this conference, we will start signing the new certificates for members. And once I start signing the new certificates for members, it then means that if your name is not on our membership list and you don't have our new ISPON certificates, you're not a member of ISPON. I will go the extra mile to publish the names of everybody who has gotten a new certificate in our national dailies, so that Nigerians will know who are the safety professionals in this country. And we will also pursue very vigorously those who are not members, because enough is enough for quackism in Nigeria. We cannot take that from people and be walking the streets when you are not a member. In fact, the ISPON Act is very specific about it. The ISPON Act 2014 says that for you to be recognized as a safety professional in Nigeria, your name must be listed on our membership list as a member of ISPON, or else you are working in Nigeria illegally. So a task force will be constituted very soon, once my governing board member will agree and they resolve. That task force will walk around Nigeria, go to companies to picket them, to know who and who are the safety members in your company. If you don't have a safety department in your company, it's a fault, because you cannot be working in Nigeria and you don't have a department for safety. If the federal government has instituted safety in our ministry, department, and agencies in this country, every other person should follow footstep and have a safety department. That's number one. Then number two, if you're a safety man that you employ and is working for you, is not a member of ISPON, that is number two offense, and you are working illegally. The task force will now bring those things as the ISPON Act on you, which means if you are the MD of the company, you can pay a fine of nothing less than 500,000 naira, or you go to jail for 6 months. If it's an individual, It's not my word though, it's in the ISPON Act. If she's an individual, you pay 100,000 naira or you still go to jail for 6 months. So please, we don't want to send anybody to jail, but let us do the right thing and drive those that are quacks away from this profession. It's very, very important. Now, the AGM time. Definitely we will have our AGM next year. We will have another AGM this year. The AGM time, it should be 10 a.m. The AGM is going to be very, very brief. Brief in the sense that so many things will happen during that AGM. So just come tomorrow. Time to start the AGM will be 10 a.m. tomorrow morning for our AGM. So all members that are ISPON members should be here. I don't think we will want to see non-members. Please, with due apologies. Non-members are not invited to our AGM. AGM is strictly for members only. Yes, AGM is strictly for members only. But for the gala nights, it's a time for celebration. Everybody is invited to our gala night tomorrow also. It's a gala night and award night. And I'm sure most non-members that have been working for ISPON and our friends in ISPON, you have one award you never can tell. So please be at the gala night. It's very, very important to see what we want to dole out. So thank you very much, committee members. Thank you, professional members. On behalf of those powers conferred on me, as the president of this institute, I, Chief Dr. Udezi Stephen Lucky Awore, do hereby declare this year's 2025 PDC closed. Thank you very much and God bless you.
No